Hey everyone, and welcome to this week's band and bodyweight workout. Today we're going to do an express version of it. So, like our bands and bodyweight class, however, just a bit more compact, a little bit quicker. And so let's get mobile. We'll start with our squats. So, we just sink those hips back and down. Getting a bit of movement into the legs, warming up some of the body. Two to go. From here, we're going to come into our roll down. To relax the arms and shoulders, we'll roll as far towards the floor as we feel we can. Keep those arms heavy as we do. Then we'll slowly roll back up to standing, just trying to mobilise through the back of the body. We'll repeat that a few times. On this next roll down, we're going to hold it at the bottom because we're going to bend the legs to bring the hands to the floor. We're going to walk the hands out into our plank position. Then we'll step the left foot forwards. So we're in a lunge. If we need to, we can lower the right knee to the floor. We want to squeeze the legs. We're going to take the left hand to the ceiling, adding in a rotation. We'll bring the hand back down to the floor, and then we'll repeat. One more time on this side. Then we'll step the foot back. Same thing on the other side. Right foot comes forwards. Keep that squeeze in the legs. Take the hand towards the ceiling. If we need to, we can lower the left knee to the floor. Then we can reset the hand. We'll take the foot back. We'll walk the hands back into our forward fold before slowly rolling up to standing. Take those feet comfortable distance apart again before we go back into our squats. Two to go. Awesome. So we should be feeling warm and ready to go. Now we've got two options to start with. Option one, we can use our band, our loop band, or if we have one of these ones, we can use one of these ones, our band with handles or a loop one. And the first move is squats. So you can do those with or without the band because we're going to superset it. So you can do your squats without the band if you want to. And if you're using one of the ones with handles, either hold it lower down on the handles, cross the handles over if you want a bit more, or bring the handles higher up. But yeah, squats to the band if you can. Then afterwards, we're going to come into our lateral band walk as well. So like I said, you can either do it with that type of band, or if you do have one of these ones, we can do it both moves with these. I'm going to do it with this one today. If you're using one of these bands, you want to place it that little bit above the knees. And like I said, we're going to start with some squats. We're going to do 10 squats. After we've done our 10 squats, we're going to go into our lateral band walk. We're going to then rest, and we'll do it again. Just 2 rounds of these. So 10 squats. Feet comfortable distance apart, chest is lifted, abs are braced. We're going to squat down as low as we feel we can, and then drive back up. Two to go. And then feet are hip width apart, a little bit of a bend in the knees. We start with the outside foot, we step it, we bring the other one in under the hip, and we step again. So we do 2 steps one way, 2 steps back, and we're going to do that 5 times in each direction. Whew. And once you've done those, you can rest, give the legs a little shake, grab a drink if you need to. And remember, you can do your squats for the second round if you need to without the band, then pick the band up for the lateral band walks. The choice is yours. We only have a second round of these. I'm not doing more than 2. Not today. Okay. We'll start with our squats. So again, 10 squats. Hips go back and down. Driving the feet through the floor. And then we go into our lateral band walk, keeping that slight bend in the legs. 2 steps one way, 2 steps back. 5 times each way. Now once we've done 5 each direction, we can take that off. Woo. That one was tough. A lot of resistance in that band. It was hard work. Okay. Next up, we've got a little bit of weight for our shoulders. We're going to go in a lateral raise. So we need our band with the handles. We're going to step on it. Feet comfortable distance apart, staying nice and tall, keeping a slight bend in the elbows. We're then going to lift the arms up to about shoulder height. Again, we've got 2 sets of these, but we're going to do 12 reps. As we lift, the hands are going to come out a little bit in front of the shoulders. If you can't quite reach shoulder height, don't worry. Just bring it as close to shoulder height as you feel you can. Okay. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So we lift and then back down, keeping it a steady tempo as we do. Two to go. And then after those 12, we can rest. Got a bit of recovery before we go for our second round. Okay, set 2. Again, feet comfortable distance apart. Standing nice and tall, slight bend in those elbows. Then we lift up to as close to shoulder height as we feel we can, and then back down. And again, after 12, we can rest. We get to come down to a kneeling position next. So in a moment, we're going to kneel up tall, but if you want a little bit of a rest, you can sink the hips towards the heels if that's comfortable. But in a moment, taking hold of the band, we're going to take it overhead. Hands are almost straight, or arms are almost straight I should say. And then we're going to bring the elbows out and down, stretching the band as we do. So we're thinking about trying to pull the shoulder blades together as you bring the band down and then lifting it back up. So we're engaging the lats as we pull it out and down. If the handles are annoying you, you can take hold of them too. They're not flapping about in the breeze. Not that there is any breeze if you're doing this inside, but you know the expression. Okay, and we're still like keeping the glutes squeezed as we kneel here. So we'll go for the first round, 10 reps, hands overhead. Then we bring the band out and down. Just bring the band to about the collarbone, but really trying to pull it apart as we pull down, drawing the shoulder blades together. And then after 10, we can rest. We've got a second set of those. A few moments longer recovery. Okay, round 2. Same thing again, arms overhead, we pull it down and apart, trying to bring the shoulder blades together as we do. Last one. And then we can rest. We're going to come back up to standing where we have one last bit of work for today. The last little bit is for our biceps. We're going to stand on the band, we're going to do some bicep curls. On these we're going to go quick to the top, slow on the way down. 2 sets of 10 reps. So we can step on the band, palms are facing forwards. And we're going to curl up to the top, and I want you to resist the band on the way down. Think about that squeeze in the biceps as we do. And we'll repeat. So quick up. And after that 10th one, you can rest. A little bit of recovery time before we do our second and final set of those. Okay, 10 reps, quick up, slow down. So we really resist on the way down, feeling that squeeze through the biceps. 2 to go. Whew. And then we can step off the band. And there we have it. That is today's band and bodyweight workout. Like I said, it's an express version of our normal one. And I hope you found it enjoyable. Any comments, any questions, either send me a message, drop a comment below. But I hope you, like I said, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you all take care, and I'll see you all very, very soon.